So often I will work with people. I also have a background sort of context also, particularly working in communities that face kind of multiple issues of deprivation as well, which also really sort of shapes sort of my way of working, or the necessity of ways to work. One of my kind of foundational values actually comes out of the fact that I am a practicing Buddhist as well. And part of that is this sort of real belief that actually each individual, every one of us has a unique role to play and something unique to give to the world. And so the work that I do and my approach to my own work actually also is part of me kind of revealing and recognizing what I have to give to the world, and the responsibility that I owe to the world around me. And part of that process also is dealing with self-doubt in that process as well. That there's the self-doubt that emerges around, particular points of challenge about whether I have something to contribute. A lot of the sort of first half of my PhD research was really focused on kind of working in the field with the community and several kind of particular vacant and derelict pieces of land, and looking at how people were weaving many different meanings into those spaces, and how those spaces are actually really serving kind of, making valuable contributions to people on sort of quite micro levels. As well, but a lot of this actually really goes unrecorded formally. And then when we came to sort of the second half, about a year and a half ago, started to see that actually new in the kind of policy domain, new policy was emerging around vacant and derelict land. And that actually, because of the research I've been doing on the ground in the field, sort of, on quite a micro level, that actually realizing that actually I'd been able to sort of kind of had this completely different perspective about what was happening in these spaces and what value that they contributed to, which wasn't being picked up on at all, and hasn't been really been picked up on at all in the current policy debate. So it's been, the last year and a half has been actually this quite steep learning curve of writing a policy paper, which really isn't my background at all. And it's been quite a challenging journey. But the driver behind that journey is this sort of recognition that actually there's something really important that's come out of the work that we have to do. And if I don't kind of find the ways to be able to engage in this policy debate, then actually that perspective kind of gets lost from the whole debate. And actually what I've already been seeing, the start for my research, the problematic beginnings of my research, whereby a lot of the ways in which, the micro ways in which these spaces create value in urban context being overlooked, actually that process will continue to happen if I don't find a way to be able to translate what I'm doing and what I'm finding in my research and engage in that policy conversation as well. I think also maybe the third dimension of that comes from the fact that, I come from a Buddhist family, and B come from, sort of a kind of activist family as well. So it's sort of, what is my kind of role to play? What does social justice look like? And, how can I best contribute to that process as well?